A few days ago, Ruby Rose posted a now viral tweet with the words, "I ran into my number one spender on OnlyFans." She also went ahead to share two pictures, which we believe are significant in more ways than one. After a turbulent deep dive into the comment section and a shocking tattoo reveal, we can boldly say that OnlyFans is a danger to society. Don't think so? Well, let's get into it. We will begin with the first picture. Without context, this looks like a cool picture of two people hanging out. But wait, there's a lot to unpack. Ruby Rose is a rapper and songwriter, but it seems like she is most known for her OnlyFans account and relationship drama with now ex-DDG. So apparently, she just randomly bumps into this guy, her number one spender on OnlyFans. But was it random though? The probability that these two just ran into each other is almost zero. It is much more likely that this guy went out of his way to find her and have this encounter. So while it may have been an accident on Ruby Rose's part, this individual had a calculated plan to meet her. It is scary to think that he schemed and planned to make this happen. Moving on to the second picture, we can see the statistics. This individual has been subscribed to her OnlyFans for about a month, and at that time, he has spent a total of $62,000 on Ruby Rose alone. $62,000 is quite a significant amount to spend on someone's OnlyFans in such a short period. Now, we don't know how it works on OnlyFans. Maybe he could have spent some of that money on her OnlyFans earlier without being subscribed. But even if that is the case, this person has been spending his money irrationally. They say never meet your heroes, right? Because spending all that money could not even earn him a decent hug. And quite frankly, Ruby Rose is not a hero to him, and neither does she owe him anything. In fact, we believe she was wise to maintain such a polite distance from him. Now, for the burning question. Not to dictate what someone does with their money, but is it worth questioning how this person is able to afford spending $62,000 on a single OnlyFans model, right? We got curious, so we did some digging. Who is this man? It took some time down the rabbit hole, but we found our answer. It turns out that he is some sort of crypto millionaire who made his fortune during the cryptocurrency boom. But that's not all we found. The story gets even more disturbing as we find out that he may have been featured in an episode of MTV's True Life titled, "I'm Addicted to Porn," back in 2009. The person in the episode is named Brandon, who was 26 years old at the time of filming. We could not confirm this 100%, but he does look like the younger version of the guy standing next to Ruby Rose. You could check it out on Hulu. It is MTV True Life Season 12, Episode 11. In the episode, Brandon, who is 26 years old, opens up about his addiction to pornography. Brandon spoke about how he tries to dedicate a significant amount of time to searching for job listings, but ultimately ends up watching porn for 5 to 10 hours a day. This is an excessive amount of time dedicated to watching anything at all, let alone porn. Yes, it is possible that the producers may have exaggerated some of the facts and that some aspects of the show are even fabricated. But if a tiny fraction of what Brandon said is true, then this is a bright indication of problematic behavior. Now, this was in 2009. One would have hoped that Brandon's problem with pornography would be over, but it is clearly not. His financial situation has definitely improved, but his addiction to pornography remains unchanged. Here he is spending all that money on Ruby Rose and linking up with her wearing smart glasses that can make recordings of his encounters and wearing a shirt that says, "If I die, delete my browser history." If you think this is bad, wait till you see what Ruby posted next. It is quite sad to think that someone can be caught in the grip of addiction regardless of its form. Porn addiction is a recognized illness that has had a significant impact on people suffering from it. From personal relationships to the ability to focus on important things like finding a job. In Brandon's case, porn addiction has great potential to destroy a person's life. Now, porn addiction is just one of the many problems that come with the existence of OnlyFans. To begin our analysis, we will admit that the impact of OnlyFans on society is multifaceted. Sure, we recognize that it has given some individuals a platform to express themselves, share their content, and potentially earn money. But at this point, The cons of OnlyFans greatly outnumber whatever pros there may be. Firstly, there's a problem of exploitation. OnlyFans has been criticized for enabling the exploitation of vulnerable individuals like porn addicts. We would also argue that it perpetuates a culture where people, particularly women, feel compelled to sell explicit content just to make money. Next, normalization of explicit content. The widespread availability and accessibility of explicit content through platforms like OnlyFans has only desensitized individuals to sexual content. Believe it or not, OnlyFans has blurred the boundaries between pornography and mainstream media. Then there is the issue of its negative impact on relationships. Are romantic relationships sacred anymore these days? Platforms like OnlyFans have only put a strain on personal relationships. We have seen situations where partners feel uncomfortable and threatened by their significant other engaging in or consuming explicit content. As you can imagine, this only leads to trust issues and other relationship conflicts. And that's not all. You see, OnlyFans is a cause for privacy and security concerns. There have been instances of leaked content from OnlyFans highlighting potential privacy and security risks. These breaches can have serious consequences for individuals involved, leading to reputation damage and emotional distress. Not to mention how easy it is for a content creator on OnlyFans to be tracked down. Remember when we said Ruby Rose did not just run into her so-called number one spender? We cannot overemphasize how alarming that scenario is. Lastly, objectification. OnlyFans play the role of further objectifying individuals, particularly women. The platform has reduced these individuals to sexual objects for consumption. This can reinforce harmful stereotypes and contribute to the commodification of bodies, which is exactly what is happening to Ruby Rose right now. When these people, let's just call them fans, spend so much money on you, they begin to feel entitled to you, your body, and your actions. Do we even need to say more? Take a look at this follow-up tweet she just posted. We are not sure at what point exactly, but Ruby must have exchanged numbers with Brandon. We're not surprised, as it is classic obsessive behavior, but Brandon has since bombarded her with text messages, so much so that she saved his number as Brandon Weird OF Fan. It is a lengthy thread of very disturbing messages, pleading and acting out for Ruby's attention. He entices her with a transfer of $400,000, promises to empty his bank account just to be with her, and even calls her his little princess and everything in life. Then, at some point, he said, "Why are you ignoring me after all the money I've given you?" Progresses into, "How dare you not answer me? I see you actively posting on your Instagram. You are making me very mad." Now imagine him following all of this with a tattoo of her face on his body. How does someone even get to this point? OnlyFans may not be responsible for his behavior, but it has certainly given him and people like him a platform to run wild. We believe it is important for society to engage in discussions surrounding the ethical implications of platforms like OnlyFans. This way, we can all work towards creating a safe and equitable environment that respects the dignity and well-being of all individuals involved. In whatever you do, don't be like Brandon.